Bonjour, ohaya gozaimashita, genki desu ka, welcome, bienvenue, selamat datang. Thank you for coming into my channel. If you like what you see, please subscribe. This channel is all about food, travel and bits. What a beautiful world we live in. Today we're going to be making kind of a chutney of some description, chutney, dip, call it what you'd like. It's going to be made primarily out of fresh mint, coriander, coconut. So here's the coconut. These are coconut chips from various cereal packets or muesli kind of thing. Fresh mint, coriander. That's all I have in here at the moment. And there's some green chili as well. This is dried green chili because I don't happen to have any fresh left. But everything is possible. Let's see how this turns out. We'll flavour it up as we go along. Here we go with some chana dal, split chana, about a tablespoonful of chana dal, which I'm heating up just to roast it a little bit. And then after it's cooled down, I should put it into this mixing jar along with the other ingredients. Add a little bit of salt, little bit of pepper ground, blend it all up with some water, just a little bit of water, to a nice paste. It should be like a greenish paste, but we'll see how it turns out. So just bear with me a moment or two while I roast this dal. So here I am roasting the chana dal a little bit, only for a few minutes, just to get it a little bit brown and dried out a bit more and release the oils. It also gives a nice crunchy, nutty kind of taste to it when it's ground up. So, and then I'll add it to the mixing jar. This is on low heat, it's not on very high heat at all. Okay, it's there or thereabouts, nearly thereabouts. The colour has changed, as you can see, from what it was previously, completely white, to like a darky brown colour. Not that dark, but there we go. It's getting there. Some people also add urad dal to it, but I'm just using chana dal at the moment for this. Right, I think that's about there, so I'm just going to... So we've got our mixer set up, blending, mixing thing. It's a Philips thing. We've only just bought this and we're still trying it out, so we're not sure how good it is. So I've used it once before and for that it seemed okay. Then anyway, let's get on with it, blending this thing and see what it turns out like. So the chana dal that I roasted is just going into the mixing bowl there. You may have noticed that I changed the vessels from that to that, simply because I needed it to cool down quickly, so I put it in this one and then I put it on the sink, the stainless steel sink, to give it a bit more cooling area and let it cool down. Right, so I'm just going to plonk that on here. Oh, get it in there. Slap the lid on. Right, just going to make sure that this is actually fitted in correctly. Yep. It locks into place. Soon find out when I switch it on. Put some electricity on. Voila! It's now electric. Right. We don't have the, this is a home cooking and it's not a fancy kitchen because we're normal people. We don't have fancy sponsorships or anything to give us a big kitchen, but let's see. Right, I'm going to first try and blitz it, so or pulse it. Let's see. Oh, that worked. Pardon the noise. Now at this stage I'm just going to add a few drops of water to it, because yes, as you can see the mixture is still quite dry there. So let me just add a bit of water to it and I'll come back. Okay, so I've added about half a glass of water to it just to give it a bit of moisture to help with the blending. Oops. Well, that was a bit of a laugh. I christened the mixer. It just goes to show, when you put this kind of lid on, hold it down. Otherwise it has a tendency to pop off. Mr. Phillips, design fault. You need a locking lid, not one of these things. If you're going to make one of these things, then make sure that it's tight enough so that it holds the pressure. Otherwise, well, you know, a mess all over the kitchen. And this is a new machine, so I am not happy at all. So, machine 1, chutney nil. But the thing here is that it's actually blended it quite finely, as you can see. It's quite nice. Now, I've got to add some seasoning to it and flavouring. And this is the first stage of about 3. I say about 3 because I haven't quite worked out exactly what flavour this is going to be and what texture this is going to be yet. So, we'll see how we get on. So what I'm doing now is I'm tempering the spices a little bit. I'm heating the spices up a little bit just so to get them popping and swelling and oils being released. So I have cumin, just about a teaspoonful's worth, about a small teaspoonful worth of mustard seeds or rye, and half a teaspoonful of fenugreek seeds. Okay, I shall also be adding some curry leaves, sweet curry leaves, or limri as it's called in Hindi or Gujarati, and this is mustard oil, which I shall be adding to this spice mix in a minute or two, just to get it popping. Just let the spices heat up a little bit, just roast them a little bit. And then we shall add all of that mixture to the green blended mix. I've also, you've noticed this white bit, is I've added 3 tablespoonfuls of plain yogurt. Just to bulk it up a bit and also to give a little bit of a nice tangy taste. I hope. It's the first time I'm making this, so we're making it up as we go along. Let's see. Let's make it up nicely as we go along. So back to the seeds. The problem with cooking on electric cookers like this is that they're rubbish. The electric cookers don't really, not work for me. I prefer gas. I've tried the induction ones as well, but gas. Now you can see the seeds starting to roll around a bit and so on and popping. And the smells are coming off now, so the oils are being released from the seeds. There's a little bit of smoke coming out, so that means they're just about right time for me to add a little bit of oil. This is mustard oil. I think that's about right. Give it a bit of a swirl. There we go. And we wait till the seeds start popping, and I'll add the curry leaves now as well. There we go. Meanwhile, give that a bit of a stir. I don't need to put it into the blender, which I've now cleaned, by the way. Okay, here we go. So you can hear them popping. All the oils are being released nicely into all the oils from the seeds are being released nicely into the mustard oil and give it a good flavour. Now, that should be enough. Mix all that into there. Just going to put my hand down a bit because I need 2 hands for this. Okay, so I've added the spices to this. I'm just going to add some salt, just a little. This is Himalayan salt, so I'm just going to add a little bit to it. Oh, it doesn't want to come out. Well, there we go. Probably not enough salt, but I'll just add that in. Now I need some black pepper. Maybe a little bit of a few other things, maybe some tamarind in there or something or other. I don't know, I'm just making it up as I go along. Let's have a little taste, see what it comes up as. Yeah, it needs a little bit more salt. Maybe a few more spices, maybe a little bit of tamarind in there, and then maybe just a little bit of something to slightly sweeten it up a bit. But it's an interesting chutney actually, it's not bad. It's a nice dip. Yes, let's carry on. Actually, to finish off, all I did was add a teaspoonful of salt. Just you don't want too much salt in this. You just want a little bit to bring out the flavors. So a teaspoon or less then of salt. It obviously depends on the type of salt you're using as to how salty it is. It sounds a bit strange to say that, but it's actually true. The table salt I have isn't so salty, but some of the other salts that we've used, different brands, are much more salty and so on. So just be careful how much salt you add. Remember, start with a little. You can always add more, but you can't take away. What else did I add in here? And I added a small spoonful of honey just to bring out a little bit of sweetness and sharpness. And I added a little bit of, I'll cover them up because they're not sponsoring anything, tamarind sauce. It's you want, in this kind of a dip, you want a bit of tanginess, bit of sweetness, little bit of salt in it, and you need a little bit of herbiness and coconutty kind of taste. So let's have a taste and see. Nice, crunchy, interesting taste. Would go well with a dosa or an idli or some sort of a taco kind of thing maybe. It's a good dip. Right, that's your lot.